A lot of us recognize that we have issues going on within our economy. We need to wake up. A lot of things taking place that we don't know about. Job security is one of them. A lot of Americans have started losing their jobs. A lot of our jobs have been taken overseas. There's no more the industrial age where you can work for a company and they take care of you for the rest of your life. They're taking away benefits along with increasing price for healthcare. We have to start recognizing these issues that we have. It's time that we create our own jobs, start our own businesses. Nowadays, you see people losing jobs over senseless issues, whether the report being 1 day late or being 5 minutes late for work. These are issues that are affecting our economy. They said it's a recession when your neighbor loses his job. They say it's a depression when you lose your job. I guess I'm in a depression. I was recently fired this August for being a day late on my cost reports. The excuse they gave me after 3.5 years of service within that department, I was let go just because I was 1 day late on the cost report. Me being aware of the issues that are present in our economy gave me the confidence not to want to do anything to harm myself like some others they don't know what's going on in this economy. We all need to raise our awareness on what's going on. We need to be more in tune on what's going on within the media and what's going on within the politics. A lot of our sources of media are watered down. We don't have good source of media. We need to start paying attention to real media sources like RTTV, Al Jazeera, sources of that nature. We need to start questioning everything that's going on because we know something's not right. Even with education, we have guys that went to school, got college degrees, still can't get a job. What's the reason behind that? And we also, on the other end, have tuition increasing. Recently, we just had a government shutdown. I informed my parents a year ago that eventually all of us would be unemployed. My father, being a government employee, had no clue back in August of 2012 on the issues that would be present the following fiscal year, starting in October. Once told about the furloughs in January, we started to see the issues that was present in our economy. Originally, they had 22 days of furloughs. It eventually went down to 11. But as you can see, our parents always told us the best jobs were government jobs. Everybody always say, go to school, make good grades, and get a good job working for the government because it was one of the most secure jobs to get. Now, as we can see, these government jobs aren't giving any raises in some areas, and some aren't even being able to get promoted to different positions due to this strain on our economy. Right now, we're printing $85 billion a month to keep our economy afloat. $85 billion a month is being printed out. I know everybody's thinking like, yeah, it's a great thing, we can open more jobs, print out this much money, but the money aren't going to the consumers. It's not going to us. It's staying within the banks, and as you can see, with the banks, with them printing out all this money per month, the requirements for lending has gotten very strenuous. Nobody can just go get a loan. You have to have a damn near perfect credit score in order to obtain a loan. These are issues that's present in our economy, and we need to all be aware of it. We're printing $85 billion a month. $45 billion is going to bonds, and the other $40 billion is going to mortgage-backed securities. That goes to show you that during the 2008 crisis we had with the housing market, it's still present today. They try to cover it up by calling it QE3 or QE. We started with QE1 back in 2010. Now we're at the QE3 to infinity, where they're printing $85 billion a month until it has no end date. They had talks about the Federal Reserve cutting back on printing out money. They said they was gonna stop printing money, or they're gonna shift down on printing money. Then Ben Bernanke, federal chairman, who's now putting in his resignation, has decided they're not gonna taper back. They wanted to taper back on printing out $85 billion a month. Now they decided on not to. Ben Bernanke decides to leave as being the federal chairman, and now we have Janet Yellen, who President Obama appointed to be the next Federal Reserve chairwoman. I guess Big Ben, aka Helicopter Ben, they gave him that name for printing money out of thin air. That's what we're doing right now, printing money out of thin air. That's why we have inflation. Inflation is nothing more than a hidden tax. The reason we have inflation is because we print out $85 billion a month. The more money you print out, the more money is devalued. That's why we're getting robbed on a regular basis. Bankers are the biggest bank robbers. It's not the guys going to the banks putting the guns to people's head. It's the bankers. They're robbing the banks from inside. You might have $100 in your pocket, but if they're printing out $85 billion a month, that $100 is getting devalued more and more on a regular basis than it was before they start printing out this money. And other countries are aware of it. As you can see, BRICS has already taken place. You have Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They are all starting to do trades abroad, which is supposed to be done in the US dollar, is now getting done within their own currency. They're no longer trying to use the US dollars. They're actually dumping the US dollars because they know the US dollar isn't worth much. We've almost lost 100% of our buying power within the US dollar. There's no way we can continue going on at this rate. With the government shutdown, they raised the debt ceiling once again. They raised the debt ceiling, but they only raised it for 3 months. We're gonna have talks again come January of 2014 about a fiscal cliff, or excuse me, a debt ceiling again come January 15th. The problem has not been eradicated. The problem has not even been dealt with. Our government is merely kicking the can down the street, causing worse days for us. All we're doing is writing a check for our kids to cash later, setting them up for failure. This is not right. We need to become more aware of the issues that are present in our economy, and we need to start learning about what's really going on here in the U.S.